Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Patrick O'Neill, and I'm proud to be the campaign manager for Nick Ellis. I would like to thank all of y'all for coming out today to hear your next Senator of Virginia, Nick Ellis.
Hello, fellow citizens of this great nation, America. I am Nick Ellis, the Republican candidate for U.S. Senate. I'm running because around our country today, I see a slew of challenges that we face that threaten our very progress as a country. We are facing over $16 trillion in debt, an insurmountable amount of money that could very well take decades to overcome. Our education system is falling behind the leaders of the world, as we fall behind in not only reading and math, but science as well. Our country is currently holding above an 8% unemployment rate, with nearly 13 million people without jobs, with an estimated 4 million jobs that still remain available for those who are trained or educated enough for them. And while our nation is such a bind, Congress remains in almost practically the worst gridlock it has ever seen, with an increasing trend in partisan politics. Starting with the national debt and deficit, there needs to be a change in the way our government is spending money. This begins with what our government is spending the money on. The government insists on paying out to programs that are outdated or no longer functioning like they should. They've become too large and practically a bureaucratic nightmare. Money is very often to be spent on programs that also do no longer suit their functions and probably will be better off in the private sector handled by states, such as Medicare and NASA. Unfortunately, one of the biggest expenditures of our national government is the military. While our military and the great men and women who serve in it is very important to us, our national security, and nations around the world, it is putting away a lot of money to causes that no longer are needed, such as many military bases in Eastern Germany. The Cold War and the nuclear war that we were afraid of is no longer a threat. And in the Eastern Pacific during World War II, are many bases on those islands that are no longer needed for those stable countries. Now to education. With an overall international rank of 17th in education, with 14th in reading, 17th in science, and 25th in math around the world, we are slowly falling behind. Our nation isn't as great as it used to be. Education is the cornerstone of success and needed for anyone to be successful. So why are we not paying more attention to it? This needs to be changed. With unemployment rate of over 8% and 13 million out of a job, our economy is suffering an extremely slow growth rate. While there are nearly 13 million unemployed, there are 4 million available jobs for those who have the training education. So why aren't they taking the jobs? We need to have programs that possibly could educate or train these people for these jobs. For if these jobs were to be filled, we would see unemployment drop well below 6%, speeding up the growth of the economy and possibly creating more jobs. A helpful cycle that could be started with just a few simple programs. And finally, Congress, the gridlocked, partisan beast preventing positive change happening in this country. While I may clearly identify with the party, the Republican Party, I do not agree with the stick to your guns ideology of Congress today. I believe in reaching out to my fellow congressmen, working together so we can both put a little bit of ourselves in our bills, reaching mutual agreement rather than stick to our ways and refuse to give in. I believe that instead of remaining red and blue, we can work together to make a little bit of purple. Now, I must thank you for listening to me today and remind you, pick Nick.